2007 in the Financial Times, you wrote a post saying that children shouldn't go to college. Now it's all over the media. What is that about? Why?
Well, you think about it. Right now, students are graduating, young 18-year-olds, 22-year-olds are graduating with $1 trillion in debt hanging over their shoulders. That's enormous. It's the greatest amount of debt in history. Why should, how old are you? What are you, 9, 10?
10.
10. So why should she, when she's 18, make a decision that's going to involve hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt? She's not going to be qualified to make that kind of decision. You know, much better for her not have no debt, where, you know, if you have that much debt, you have to have all these jobs just to pay it down for the rest of your life. Have no debt, have a 5-year head start on your peers in terms of making money, being creative, being inventive, starting a company, being an artist, whatever you want to do. And then finally, people say, oh, one person said to me, oh, you learn how to think in college. Really? It costs $300,000, $200,000 to learn how to think? You like reading books? You learn how to read a book to learn how to think. You don't need to go to college. Why do you think little kids want to go to college? Why are they so desperate to go to college? Explain to me.
Okay. I think that kids want to go to college because they've been in school for 12 years, so they would feel more comfortable being in school more.
So they're scared?
Yeah.
So basically they're comfortable being chained to a desk, having homework every night, and so they just want to continue that. So, but that's basically what you're saying, is that all their friends are going, so they're going, so it's peer pressure. So, and they think that they won't get a job without college. There's all sorts of peer pressure. There's fear. It's all motivated by fear. But there's actual alternatives. You could be an artist. You could travel the world. These things cost money, but not as much. They're much cheaper than going to college. They're much cheaper than that debt. You can start a business. You can start coming up with ideas for businesses. You can start writing stories. You want to be a doctor? You can work at a hospital. You don't want to be a doctor? You don't like cutting people open? What do you want to be, do you know? So Molly, tell me, if you didn't go to college, what alternatives would you consider doing?
Well, internships I think would be really good for making comics, like drawing making comics, and also designing. I want to be a fashion designer making my girls.
That's pretty cool. Better to be an intern to a real fashion designer and learn the business than actually spend 4 years in college getting into debt, learning something you can learn right on the job. What else?
I would also since I want to be an actress, when I grow up, I would start doing like a lot of auditions.
Yeah, like why waste time learning calculus when you could be auditioning for actual Broadway plays? What about, you want to be president of the United States?
No, not at all.
Why not? You could like rule the country. Don't you need a college degree for that?